Shingwauk Kinoomaage Gamig is recognized as one of the 9 Indigenous institutes in Ontario and currently partners with Algoma University to provide undergraduate degree programs in Anishinaabe Moin and Anishinaabe Studies. In September 2012, SKG became accredited by WINHEC, the world's Indigenous Nations of Higher Education Consortium.
These new post-secondary institutions in Ontario have an opportunity to really liberally interpret what we reserve as a people as far as our governance systems are concerned. And when I think about that, I think about how we gave life to Canada, how we delegated authority to all of these levels of government and organizations and systems. We as a people have our nationhood responsibilities, our own law, our own people, our language, our culture, our spirituality, our lands. Those kinds of things are centrifugal in how we design our own post-secondary systems.
We have entered into a partnership with Algoma University, and we will be developing the first land-based 4-year Bachelor of Education program. It'll be the first of its kind in Ontario. We are in the process right now of submitting our application to the Indigenous Advanced Education Skills Council, who is the accrediting body to license anyone providing any type of university or college degree programs. From there, we will be taking on the Anishinaabe Moin and Anishinaabe Studies programs. Both are 3-year degree programs, but we're looking at adding a 4th year onto both and then possibly a master's degree in both.
Our accreditation, our ever-evolving programs, our degrees that are on the horizon will be and are coming from our communities as the original people here in North America.
The WINHEC accreditation is center of what SKG is all about, because our language and culture is center in what we promote.
It's a town, village. Farmer,
I think that, when you're looking out into a classroom of youth, Indigenous or non-Indigenous, and you're talking about it, they're truly engaged because they're learning things for the first time. And I think that that is so valuable and so important for us to be able to do here in this place in Turtle Island, in Bowading, and on these lands. Like, this is grassroots education.
I did a water ceremony. Yeah, my arms were like shaking with the copper cup. I was like, how am I supposed to do this?
For the longest time, it was really hard for youth to even talk about being Indigenous, because of through intergenerational trauma, it was basically advised not to. And I feel that having an institute like Shingwauk Kinoomaage Gamig, it empowers them and makes them feel safe to be who they are and to connect back with their culture. This place represents Anishinaabe people's way of knowing and being, how we are, what we're connected to. And a lot of that connects back to Mother Earth, connects back to land-based education. And our way of life is beautiful.
As the Student Success and Wellness Counselor, when I see a student complete a project or learn how to master a ribbon skirt and continue to those on outside of the building, their beading projects as well, helps me spiritually because I know that I've given my part and I help them learn, our culture and our language even. I can't even really describe it or put it into words. When I see the smiles on their faces or, just seeing their eyes light up, surprised that they're able to do all of this or speak all of this. And when they come out of the lodge, you could just see their spirits are radiating, definitely helping them. It makes you so happy, yeah.
A lot of our Indigenous youth didn't grow up in the culture, so they're learning ceremony for the first time. They're learning about our connection to land for the first time. They're learning about the 4 sacred medicines for the first time. Maybe even some of them perhaps smudging for the first time. All of these important aspects of our culture that, our elders are teaching us, they're really learning maybe for the first time.
I have the good fortune to be the medicine garden coordinator. We're growing the 4 sacred medicines for people on probation and parole to help lead them to Manoba Madswin, a good and balanced life. It's the second year we've had the medicine garden at Shingwauk Kinoomaage Gamig. It's a 60-foot medicine wheel garden. Indigenous people are largely overrepresented in the criminal justice system. And we do know that when people get reconnected with who they are as Indigenous people, and they're learning more and more about how to use the medicines and the teachings to lead a more balanced life. And we're also really pleased with how the garden has become key to SKG and its programming and all the external programming we get to do and the sense of community that the garden provides.
We truly are Chief Shingwauk's vision, and that is integrating our language and our culture and our ways of being and kindness and empathy.
We've come a long way since we originally were a part of Winhack years and years ago. And if you look behind me here, you'll see this new facility, the Discovery Center, the National Chiefs Library, our land-based learning opportunities. You see our Teaching Lodge back there. You see all these medicines behind me. We have a beautiful opportunity to share our worldview with our communities through students that come here from all over Canada, possibly from around the world. We're really reminded of how we design that, how we make sure that the outcomes will truly benefit not only the individual students themselves, but society in general. We talk about where we're going. We talk about the beauty of this mandate that we have, that we inherited from historic leadership that set terms for our treaty relationship with the newcomers to our land hundreds of years ago. Those dreams, those aspirations, those expectations are still there.